Hey, what's up, everyone? Jazz Borgonzo here. Another episode of What's Next, your daily dose. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful cloud-free day. Well, with the nonsense and the shenanigans that have gone on this past week and a half regarding Roe and, of course, the soon-to-be overturning, there's other news. Did a video just the other day in regards to one LADA George Gascon. Yes, that same George Gascon, who has given slaps on the wrists from everything from breaking and entering to grand theft to murder. Well, there is a recall effort going on in LA right now to get rid of one George Gascon. Because, well, when you are funded by Soros, yeah, you know you ain't worth shit. But there is breaking news. But before we get to that, This comes out of Fox News. LADA George Gascon recall group has 400,000 plus signatures, starting to see real light at the end of the tunnel. But let's give a little background.
To be seen as this hero, as this savior to the criminal community, because he thinks that the criminals are the ones who are the victims of an institutionalized, a system that has institutionalized racism and all this other bigotry that's basically been built into it. I mean, this is the epitome of when we call out CRT, critical race theory. It is a belief that all of these institutions were founded on white supremacy. And the reason why we call it out is because of policies like what Gascon is trying to either implement or has already implemented. They are dismantling the criminal justice system because they believe it is inherently racist and filled with white supremacist influence.
Organizers with a group trying to recall LA County District Attorney George Gascon said it has collected a good chunk of the signatures required to bring the vote to matter, of course, to the voters. The recall campaign told Fox News Digital on Wednesday it has collected more than 400,000 signatures and raised $6 million. Of course, this was as of last Wednesday. The campaign needs 566,857, 10% of registered voters by July 6th deadline to put the recall question on November's ballot. But with this hanging over Gascon's head, wow, there was a certain crime committed by someone who got a slap on the wrist because he chose to be a woman that day. This also comes out of Fox News. California trans child molester, yes, mental illness, James Edward Tubbs, his real name, charged with first-degree murder. The first-degree murder charge comes after authorities recently charged Tubbs in connection to a 2019 robbery.
Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon, who has become quite infamous, is facing even more pushback. He's still denying that he knew about the jailhouse recordings in which convicted child molester Hannah Tubbs is her laughing at the light sentence.
I can't believe that Fox News is acknowledging her. It's a dude. It's a fucking dude. Damn. Freaking clownery, man. You would think that Fox News would know better. Okay. LADA Gascon denies knowledge of jailhouse recordings in Hannah Tubbs' case. James Edward Tubbs. Tubbs, a mentally ill dude, inmate convicted of molesting a child, has been charged with murder. The first-degree murder charge out of Kern County on Tuesday comes after authorities recently charged Tubbs with a connection to a 2019 robbery. The suspect is being held on $1 million bond and is set to appear in a court in arraignment hearing on Tuesday afternoon, according to Kern County documents. And there he is, the ass clown. No further information about the murder charge was available as of Tuesday morning. A spokesman for Gascon's office previously told Fox News that the officials will be notified if Tubbs is released from custody in Kern County. District Attorney George Gascon is committed to protecting the public and especially our children. Yes, we're here for the children. In this case, Tubbs continued to serve his Los Angeles County sentence while being prosecuted in an unrelated robbery charge in Kern County. Ricardo Santiago, a public information officer for the DA's office, said his transfer was based on a 2019 warrant approved by the court. Tubbs became the center of controversy earlier this year when he pleaded guilty to a connection with a 2014 assault on a young girl inside a Denny's bathroom when she was just weeks from turning 18. Prosecutors said Tubbs grabbed the girl by the throat, locked her in her stall, and put his hands down her pants. Tubbs pleaded guilty to the attack last month, though the incident took place when Tubbs was 2 weeks shy of 18, playing Hannah. When authorities arrested Tubbs roughly 8 years after the crime, the suspect, who has since been convicted of child molestation, decided to, you know what? I feel like a woman today. And that's what he ran with. Prosecutors sentenced Tubbs to 2 years at a juvenile facility because Gascon's office declined to transfer the case to adult court, adhering one of the progressive prosecutors' day one directives barring children from being tried as adults. The convicted criminal could, however, still as little as 6 months under California law and may not be required to register as a sexual offender. Yes, because he chose to decide to be a woman that day. Yeah, they were not going to hit him with the sex offender charge. The case sparked criticism of District Attorney George Gascon's directive that minor offenders suspected of committing serious crimes may not be tried as adults, as the DA faces a recall effort. Following Tubbs' sentence, LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger, called the outcome unsatisfactory. Judge Becerra's hands were tied today due to the fact that the DA's office failed to file a motion to transfer Tubbs to adult criminal court, where he rightly belongs. Instead, we're left with a 26-year-old individual, a male individual, sentenced to 2 years to juvie in isolation, separated by sight and sound from other juvies. Tubbs was later caught on a jailhouse phone call gloating about the case and bragging that he would not have to register as a sex offender. Tubbs was also accused of sexually molesting a 4-year-old girl at a California library in August of 2013 while her mother was browsing books just a few aisles over. This James Edward Tubbs is a piece of human trash, a waste of human skin, and should be wiped off the face of the earth. I'm sorry if I'm being too light, but this is the nonsense that goes on not just in California, not just in New York, but in blue states across the country, where you have someone who is suffering from a mental illness, decides to go out and sexually molest children or minors. Once caught, says, you know what? I feel like a woman. I feel like a woman today, so you can't charge me with a offense that is charged to a man, which means put on the sexual offenders list so that everyone knows that you're the piece of trash. But now, because of the heat that Gascon is feeling, because of the recall effort, oh, wait, I think we need to charge him with murder one. Wow, how convenient of you. As usual, because Gascon, hopefully he gets thrown out by the recall, and this guy Tubbs gets everything that he deserves, like the little bitch that he is. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Bargonzo. This is What's Next. If you want to see more just like this, please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.